My first stars, a very huge welcome to yet another, not exciting, but more of an astrological tribute video that I do today in honor and in tribute of the late Right Honorable Raila Odinga. I'm going to be sharing this, my knowledge here with utmost reverence and respect and admiration for a statesman, a truly iconic politician and leader that we have lost on this morning of the 15th of October as a nation. And to also, this is me conveying my heartfelt sympathies to his family and friends and to the entire nation at large. We've all lost a father figure. And personally, this Baba has been my favorite politician of all times. Every time I've voted, and I first voted in 2007, I've always voted for Baba. So I don't know how that's gonna go going forward, but hey, may his soul rest in peace. But let me just dive into this chart for him. And remember, guys, if you want to book for your paid, private birth chart reading, if you want predictive astrology reading done for you, an astrocartography reading done, or if you want an intuitive tarot card reading done for you, you can DM me for a booking. Now, let us start with Baba's big three, because I just have 10 minutes to this video, so I'm gonna be making it very short and straight to the point. But let's really see what made Baba the enigma, or the father, or the leader that he is. Let us start with the sun sign. The sun is in the 10th house in Capricorn. Now, the sun is where you naturally shine, just like the sun shines every day. 10th house is a house for career, public reputation, and legacy. Now, the sun in the 10th house for Baba, and that being in Capricorn, guys, I'm using the particulars of birth as the 7th of January in 1945, born in Maseno, Kisumu. So in case you're wondering how I've come up with this chart. Now, the sun gave Baba a lot of visibility as long as he did, because Capricorn in astrology rules over politics and leadership, So the sun naturally made him shine and become known and become the world leader, the world-renowned leader that we know him to be. It's important to notice here and to mention here that he has a stellium in Capricorn, and the stellium is made up of the sun, and then we have the part of fortune, which is where he naturally experiences lack and expansion. As long as he's showing up, you're just gonna know him. As long as he's vying for a seat, he just has that natural affinity and likability, because that's where his part of fortune is. Another very important placement for him in his 10th house of career is Mars. Mars is a planet for drive and passion and going for it, fighting for your space, going for what you believe in, showing up, So Mars has made Baba such a powerful politician of his time. And last and not least in that 10th house is definitely the MC. That's at the cusp of the 9th and 10th house. The MC is where you shine the most. For him, it's in Capricorn. Capricorn is the father, and that's why we call him Baba. Everyone calls him Baba, and we all think that name befits him. That is because of those placements that he has alongside the sun in his 10th house of career, and the career that he chose is politics, and politics has got everything to do with Capricorn energies. Let us move on to his moon sign. Baba has a moon in Libra. Moon in Libra people are people that fight and deeply believe in justice, fairness, and he's just really about justice and fairness. And they're not being corruption, they're not being impunity, they're not being these are not things that he can watch happen around him and just be quiet about it, because the moon is your emotions, what really pushes you to that point of I have to act, I have to do something here. His moon in Libra means that he was at the core, emotionally and truly someone that hated, unfairness of any kind. I also have to mention that in that 7th house, he also has a stellium. Are you seeing how his big three, are in stelliums? And stelliums in astrology is where you have more than 3 planets in one house, meaning your energy is going to be really concentrated in that area of your life. One placement that's really standing out for me in his 7th house is the Black Moon Lilith. Black Moon Lilith is raw power, raw untamed power, somewhere, in this area of life for Baba, where it comes to fighting for other people's rights and being a voice of the voiceless, a man of the people. He couldn't be quietened. He couldn't be told what to do. You couldn't tell what it is that is going to come up with tomorrow. And he truly believed in standing up and being authentic as long as he knew he was standing up for the rights of people. That is what this Black Moon Lilith represents in his 7th house in Libra. 6th house in Virgo, in Virgo is really an earth sign as well. So he has vertex and Jupiter in Virgo in the 6th house. 6th house is really about work, service, and dedication, the things that we do on a daily, meaning that for him, the career path that he chose was magnified and blessed by Jupiter. Vertex there is also representative of the hand of God. In astrology, we call vertex the hand of God, meaning for him, the work that he's been doing here, the calling that he came here with, was very fated. He didn't just wake up one day and decide, let me start being a politician, or it just came naturally to him. That is vertex. Let's now move down here to his 5th house in Leo, where we're seeing that he has Pluto. Pluto is the planet for death and rebirth and transformation. And planet in Leo means that, Leo is what really the sign that rules over the matters of the heart health, cardiovascular health. And as we're learning, guys, is that he's passed on from a heart attack. And that is truly in line with his chart here, Pluto in Leo. Now, let's also talk about his rising. The 1st house, it's in Aries, meaning that he's a trailblazer. He's a transformative and a very bold, very confident leader, because Aries is the 1st zodiac sign, and Aries is about coming first, standing up for what you believe in, not being a follower. He was never a follower. At no one time in his life was he born to be a follower, and probably people that know him from his childhood can tell you that this is a man that was born to lead naturally. Let's now talk about the 8th house, because this is the house that represents death and transformation. He has his 8th house in Scorpio, meaning that his death or his transition from this place could have a bit of speculation around it, because Scorpio is really fixed water, and it's also at the cusp of the 9th house in Sagittarius, which signifies passing away in a foreign land. Another thing that I have to mention here at this point is that going with the current transit that we have today on the 15th of October, when Baba has gone to rest, we have vertex in Scorpio. And so these had, that hand of God, that fatedness to it. Pluto is also currently going direct in Aquarius. It just started going direct 2 days ago. That's on the 13th. So Pluto going direct in Aquarius is directly, opposing his natal Pluto in Leo. And that what that signifies is a soul level transition. Another thing is that Mars is currently in Scorpio today on the 15th of October, meaning Mars brings that fatedness and that quickness of passing on, especially seeing that it's in conjunction with vertex in Scorpio. Another thing is that he has a natal Capricorn Sun, and the Sun is currently in Libra, meaning that, these are very, very tight square that was happening today as he completed his path here on Earth. And it was really an issue of personal will against a natural cycle.